all the people we're going to meet and minister to, God, I just pray that you would open their hearts as well. And I pray that we would give all the glory to you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Aw, hey guys, so my name is Anthony or Tony or Tonton. I am the high school pastor here at 1112. I have our staff here as well. Hannah is right there. She is our graphics and communication lady. And there's Fabi right there. She's our associate pastor for 1112. And then there is Olivia right there. She is our worship pastor here at 1112. And then we're all going on the trip. And another staff member that will be going is Travis. Travis, you want to stand up and say hello? Aww, Travis, so handsome. Oh, great. Oh, and then okay, this is kind of crazy. This is like just such a praise. We have, it just lined up perfectly. We have the head of our Spanish ministry, here we go, David and his wife Shara. They're also coming along with us to be just a touch point, because the pastor that we've ministering with down there has been asking, do you have a Spanish ministry? Do you have a Spanish ministry? You're like, yeah, we have a really, really great one. So I'm excited that they're all able to come with us this year. And so, yeah, I kind of want to just give you guys the why behind the trip, because it could be easy for us to just be like, yeah, this is just a cool place that we can go, and we're going to fly all together and spend a bunch of money and ask people to give us a bunch of money, right? And there's just like no point, just for experience. But really, the why behind the trip is that there's a burden in my heart as the 1112 pastor, the pastor for your student, that the rate of students falling away from faith after high school is 70%. And that rate like breaks my heart, and it breaks our staff's heart. And what we believe here is that like if students can do something significant while they're with us, then they'll do something significant for the Lord when they leave us. And so like this is a great opportunity for them to own their faith and to really see, like, kind of step out of the United States bubble to see that the church is not just in America, but it's global. It's a beautiful thing to see. So Matthew 28:19-20, also, we're living out the Great Commission of Jesus. Therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And I will, and teaching them to obey everything I've commanded you, and surely I'll be with you to the end of the age. Right? That we're living out the Great Commission of Jesus as we're going out as well. So not only is this an obedience piece as the disciple, but we're helping students own their faith and help them like really like take ownership of it. And then so if you want to look at the itinerary, so the itinerary is this purple sheet. This is last year's itinerary. It's this packet here. And so if you have gone before, it's going to be kind of the same itinerary as the last 2 years. But we are it's going to be pretty much the same thing. We've been going to the same church, having the same in-country contact for the last 4 years, and so we've been building relations. It's 4 years, right? Or is it 5? It'll be fourth, right? So this will be the 4th year, right? Right, Fob? Yep. Yes. This will be the 4th year that we're gonna go, and so it's the same church, the same village, the same pastor. Like it's the same people. So this is not just a short-term mission trip, right? This has been a long-term mission trip for our staff and our ministry and our church and the people that we're going to be ministering to, which is really, really awesome. And we're Pastor Julio, he's the pastor in the village. He's been DMing me on Instagram, sending me pictures of the church that we've been building for the last few years, and it's like progressing, which is really cool. But yeah, let's go through. This is the last year's itinerary. It's not, obviously the dates aren't updated. I got a question like, oh my gosh, you're able to move it to spring break? And no, because that's Easter, and so that's the Super Bowl for churches, so we can't miss that. So this was last year. So we will leave on March 20th. So we'll go to. We got a bus this year, so we're not needing parents to drive. Thank God. So we got a bus. So students will load a bus. We'll do check-in here at 4, and then we'll go down to LAX, and then we will we'll get to LAX, and we'll have plenty of time to check in at the airport, do all the ticket stuff, and then once we fly, we'll fly out at around midnight, and we'll land at around 6 a.m. in Guatemala. And once we land at 6 a.m., then we will get breakfast. We'll drive to the hotel, and then we're gonna settle in the hotel the first day, and then we're gonna prepare and rest for ministry, because that night we will have like a youth event already. And so like the youth event is like we meet all the kids in the village. We like do like whoever's on the worship team will do worship with the students, and it's a great opportunity to get oriented there. And then after we do that, we'll have dinner, and then lights out. Second day, every day for the next few days will be kind of the same, but the second day we do breakfast and Devo. At 9 a.m. we'll usually go to do a youth activity with all the kids in the village, and which is like soccer, like different things. And then we'll do lunch, and at 1 p.m. On the first full day, we're going to send people who haven't gone yet with our in-person contact and with a bunch of our staff, and we'll go to a grocery store, and there is part of what you're fundraising for is that we will get a bunch of food that we will be food like toiletries, a bunch of house supplies, because what you'll see is we'll make all these big baskets, and we'll walk them with a bunch of our staff, like just like 5 groups, or five or six students and leaders, like going to each house, and we'll drop these gifts off, and we'll pray with them. We'll be able to do, they're called home visits, and it blesses the people there because their houses are like just like corrugated metal, you know. And so like we'll bring them a bunch of food and toiletries, and they're super appreciative, and we're able to open the door for the gospel that way. So 1 p.m. we go shopping, and 3 p.m. we get ready for church service. This is imperative that you bring like a nicer outfit for like church service, because right, it's like pretty traditional there. And so do you guys remember the dress code for the ladies?
Yeah, it has to be your ankle-length skirt.
Ankle-length skirt and shoulders covered. And no cleavage. Very good. And then for guys, it's like pants, nicer shoes, and a button down. So it doesn't have to be a suit, just like nicer clothes that you'd wear here to North Coast on a Sunday or something. And so we go to church service, and then here is where David would preach. Very excited. The last few years it was Travis and me, and then now David. Very cool. They get to hear a sermon from North Coast in their home language, which I'm very, very excited about. And then that's where our students, whoever's on worship, will be able to lead worship. Like we'll do like 3 songs there for the whole church, and the whole village pulls up. It's legit. And then that night we'll do a team meeting every night. At the end of the night, we'll do worship. We'll share. We'll debrief the night. We'll debrief the day and talk about, this is what stuck out to me. This was really hard, and we'll just debrief the day, so we're not just like stuck with ourselves like processing. And then we will pray and worship, and it's just a sweet time. And then we'll do lights out. And so the place that we're staying is, I get this question a lot, is the place you're staying secure? Is it safe? Yes, it is. The place that we're staying, you'll see in the video, it's very secluded. Like the hotel, we rent out almost the whole hotel every year. And this year I think we're projecting to be the biggest group we've ever brought with 65. Which is crazy. And so, yeah, we're going to book out most of the hotel, if not all of it. And so it's just our group that's usually there. There's maybe one other group, but it's just locals, and they don't talk to us. But it's super secluded, so it's very safe. And we'll take buses that transport us everywhere, so you don't need to worry about transportation. Food, everything's covered except for the last day. We'll get to that. And then so the March 31st in that column, Monday. This is the 3rd full day, breakfast, and then what we'll do is you guys will have service teams and then a travel team. The service team, you guys will be split up in, and this is a lot of information, I'm so sorry, but the service team will be split up in the morning. Some of you guys will go to construction, and some of you guys will be going to home visits. And so you'll do, how many construction live? Great. So yeah, whatever group you're in, you're going to do 2 days of construction and 1 day of home visits. And so you'll do construction, whether that's we're going to help build the church still there, and then home visits. Yeah, you'll be going house to house, which will be great. And then after that, we'll do lunch at the church, and at 1 p.m. we're going to prep for VBS. VBS is, I think, my favorite part of the whole time, because this is where all the children from the village will sprint to the church, because they know we do this every year for the last 4 years. So all these little kids are running to the church, and they're speaking Spanish, and I have no clue what they're saying, but they're just excited for us to be there. And we'll lead we'll do like a skit. So we'll have a skit team. And so last year we did what last year? Yeah, so we do like different Bible stories and we do like skits. So like students, you'll be acting, leaders will be acting, and if you want to be part of this, it's like really sweet. And then we do worship. Yo tengo gozo, 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 gozo en mi corazón. Donde? And we do worship, like kids worship in their language, and we dance with them. It's the best time. And then we'll have games in that time as well and snacks. And then same thing, dinner, team meeting, which with worship and sharing, and then ministry prep, team time, lights out. And so that the next 3 days will be pretty much the same except for April 2nd. If you look down at that column, that one's a longer day, and we'll tell you guys every morning or the night before what to bring in your backpack for the next day. So you guys won't be lost. You don't have to memorize the schedule. We will tell you exactly what's going on. The last day, April 2nd, that we're doing ministry, we will do a VBS with the students, and then right after that, we will we'll dress and put different clothes on, and we will have the last farewell church service. And so like this one is historically a lot larger because like the parents are like, where has my kid been for the last 3 days? And they find out it's at this church, and then so everyone will go, and it's a farewell service, and it's super special. Like the town really appreciates us being there, and the pastor does too, and his wife. And then the last day, this is where it's a little bit different. April 3rd, we'll provide breakfast, rec day in Antigua. So we're going to go to Antigua, which is there like, I don't know, you can Google pictures of Antigua. It's like super touristy, very fun. There's like shops there, souvenirs. So if your student wants to bring extra money for souvenirs and stuff, this would be the time to do that. There's like coffee shops. It's great. Guatemalan coffee is great. We will provide lunch there as well, and we'll provide dinner, but we will not provide money for superlatives. Is that the right word? Yeah. Okay. I don't know. like coffee and like souvenirs and all that stuff. So we won't provide money for that, but we will have lunch and dinner for your student that day, and then the last day we just pack up and then fly home. We don't have any layovers this year. On the way home though, we will, because it is a kind of a long flight, and because we usually count on the layover to get lunch with everyone, but we will not be able to do that because the cheapest flight that we could get was one just straight, which is kind of crazy. So we're going to go straight, and then the bus is going to have a stop at In-N-Out on the way to the church, which you guys will be craving a burger, I promise you, at the end of the week. So yeah, it'll be great. Yeah. Any questions about the itinerary for the trip so far? No? Okay, great. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Will you have people in that church ministry, like extra translators to help the kids?
Yeah. So what's awesome is the people that we partner with. It's not just us going. I wish we could say that we've masterminded all the relationships and everything. We have it. We have an organization that we call Praying Pelican, and so they have. I'll have it here. They have. They're a missions organization. They have 42 different locations all over the world, and we've been doing it with them for the last 4 years. And so they staff. They send us like 6 or 7 staff, and they are bilingual, and so they will help translate in every in most scenarios. And then Erica is here. Erica has been coming with us for how many years, Erica? For 4 years. Yeah, very exciting. She has been like our trip mom every time we go, and she is bilingual as well. And now David is great. Thank you so much. Char, are you? Oh, come on. That's better than me. That's great. Maso menos. That's nice. That's good. They called me esponja last year because I'm like a sponge to their culture is what they told me. It was great. Yeah. Any other questions about the itinerary? But on that, I think it would be very advantageous for you students to go and kind of learn just some key phrases so that you aren't lost, or just can kind of, because sometimes when you're in snack or you're playing and then you're like, oh my gosh, I want to talk to you, you know? And it's like, so it's kind of nice to be able to just like know like like 3 or 4 back pocket phrases just in case like a translator can't be there. It's just a good thing. Or do, what's the app? Duolingo. Just get Duolingo now and then just start practicing. But we'll practice some Spanish in our future meetings. And then VBS teams crafts plan the story, prepare for culture shock, dress code, attitude. Okay, if you have tattoos, you cannot show your tattoos at all. I am like covered, like I have 2 arm sleeves and then a leg sleeve. And then if you're a guy with piercings, no piercings as well. So we have to take these out because it's just like they're super conservative there. So we want to be very respectful of their culture. And then ladies, dress as modestly as you can. Like as modestly, like to the point of like at the church service, they want the dress to your ankles and then covering your shoulders, like as modestly as you can. And then, just especially as we're preparing for this, parents, would you pray for our team, and students, would you be praying for just the whole thing? Just because like it's very easy sometimes to like as you're like in the middle of it and you're digging a trench. And you're tired, and then you have to go sing, Yo tengo gozo, 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 en mi corazón for the 4th time, and like it could be very easy to get negative in your attitude. But pray now that the Lord remind you of why you're there, and that He would strengthen you as well. And then expectations after acceptance. Okay, here we go. So third section of the agenda: expectations after acceptance on the mission trip, emotional and spiritual maturity. We're taking you out of the country, so please be responsible. Please, please don't run away or So and then it says make 4 out of 6 meetings this year. We're actually have 1 less meeting. We only have 5 total, so you could only miss 1. So like you could only miss 1 meeting. So and they're all super important as it'll like gel our team together. And just so you know, I sent this in an email. There are like 8 or 9 students on the wait list waiting for your spot. And so if you guys are like prone to miss meetings, then your spot might be taken by someone else. And if it's unfortunate because it's all fundraised, and we'll talk about the money. If it's all fundraised and it goes through like North Coast, it gets deposited, that money will not get refunded back. And so it's because it's all contributions to like nonprofit stuff. So so make sure that you are here for meetings, and then you guys are also, as students in the ministry, and you guys are going to this mission trip. You guys are also like spiritual leaders, like quote unquote, right, in our youth group. So make sure you guys are plugged into life group. Make sure you guys are growing in life group, like getting what you want out of life group. So that's our expectation for you. And then our meeting dates are all here, ET room, all of those, and they'll always be here. The last meeting, March 14th, before we go, it'll be like a dinner. We'll have a dinner together and just celebrate our time, which will be sweet. Important logistics, passports. Okay, apply for one ASAP as possible if you don't have one. And check the date if you do have one, because you cannot travel within 6 months of expiration. We will lose you, especially like on the way back. Oh my gosh, that is like my worst nightmare. So check the expiration date. And then we will also need, if you guys have this, please fill out your Praying Pelican accounts. You guys know what I'm talking about when I say that? No? Yeah? Okay, so Liv, how do they get access to their Praying Pelican account?
They will be getting an email.
Okay.
And it will give instructions on how to fill it all out.
Great, and it's the same email that they gave us for, and you already sent them?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, just check your email and make sure that you fill all that information out, because they will. That's how we get our tickets, like for the airline. So make sure you fill all of it out. And if you guys have not registered via my email link, please do that ASAP as well, because after that I can send you the fundraising link that you could send to people, and so that all your contributions will be online from now on, which is great. Yes.
Can you do both of those things without your passport yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can. Good question. Wow. Okay, here's another one. Praying Pelican forms and event waiver for North Coast. You don't. It's all online through the register when you register online. But this is a different one. On the other side, the back side of your paper, it says students under 18 must turn a notary to allow them to travel to a different country. Oh my gosh, I do not want to be arrested for trafficking your student. So make sure that I provided the notary form there. It's in the back if you didn't get one. So you can go seek out your own notary and pay for that. But we also have one of our leaders who's a notary who will be able to do it at the meeting. And I'll let you guys know which meeting it will be at, but it'll be it has to have your signature on it, right, parents?
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
Do they
perfect.
have to be present for the notary?
Do they have to be present for the notary? Yeah. Yeah, they do. Okay. Yeah, yes, they do. Sorry, I was looking in the back there. So yeah, yes, you do. So I'll let you know what meeting he'll be available to come to, and so then you guys can show up and just sign that and get it knocked out, so you don't have to pay for it. That'd be great.
Just a question to clarify.
Yep.
For seniors who may have turned 18 before this, still requires notary or doesn't?
No, it does not. So if they are under 18, yeah, I did not traffic them, so they're good. Yeah. Great. And then passport information, that's all in Praying Pelican. Legal name and information. Yeah, that is huge. I cannot tell you how many tickets I bought last year because I knew your student's nickname. And then I had to pay $100 per ticket to change it. So let's not do that this year. And let's fill out our Praying Pelican accounts. Okay, great. And then communication, how you guys stay in the know is check the group me. If you guys are going on the trip, check, get involved in group me. Download the app, and we have everything that's going on in there. Parent email to remind about meetings, and then I'll send. There's a video now. We have a fancy iPhone 17. Woo! Thank you, tech team. Look, I have a mic. Like I can talk like this, and they can hear me. And so we'll email that out to if your student missed the meeting, and then your student will be assigned in your travel group. We do travel groups, so it'll be your student with a group of students with 2 leaders, 2 adults, and so you'll know, like they'll be in a group chat, and then I'll let you guys know who your student's travel group adult is. So the travel group is important as we go through airports, so they don't get lost or kidnapped. Yeah, and so that I'm not responsible for like 60 kids. It's right, 2 adults are responsible for the 5 students in their group. And then fundraising plan. This is super important. Okay, please take a look at the screen. I will show you. This is brand new this year. North Coast Church wants to make an example and use this as guinea pigs. And so this is a new thing that we're doing, which is why it's important for you to, sorry, Ethan Bissell, I'm putting you on blast here. So this is what it's going to look like. Once you register for the trip, you will be given, we'll email you the link to your personalized North Coast Church fundraising page. So if you do not have, when you registered online, you were prompted to make a account with North Coast, and so make sure you have that. And make sure, and then on the app, make sure you have the North Coast app too, because then you can change your photo. So Ethan, I pulled this up so that when you send this to people, because you could copy the link and send it to people, people will see this page, and they'll be like, "What is that?" But you could contribute to North Coast. To Ethan, not to North Coast. That's great though. Okay, contribute to Ethan's trip, and then if you see on here, you could put the amount, donation amount, and then people could do it as a business or personal, and so they will automatically get sent a tax thing receipt. That's the adult thing that I was told to say. But yeah, so automatically they'll get sent a receipt that they could use for their taxes, and so yeah, so make sure you guys register ASAP. I have a list that was sent to me by a sweet lady who's helping us out, and she's let me know who doesn't have an account with North Coast, and so I will if you guys don't have that and you guys don't know if you have that, I'll look at the teams again and we'll go over that. Oh my gosh, I left the itinerary back there. How foolish. Thank you. Hey, do we have any questions so far about, oh yeah, actually we didn't go over that. The cost has went up $200 from last year. It was $22. It's $24.50 just because of the flights. It got a little bit more expensive, and so it's $24.50. So do not panic. We're trying to fundraise this, and having it be online hopefully will make it a lot easier for people to contribute. And we also have like a global donations spot for our mission trip, and so whatever gets donated, fundraised there. If you guys are completely fundraised, please don't stop fundraising. Like, it'll help out the rest of the team, which will be awesome. I just want to tell a quick success story, because you might be looking at that number and being like, oh my gosh, that is a lot of money. Wow. And so our hope is that you as the parent are not paying for this mission trip. Our hope is that your student is owning this and fundraising this on their own. And so I got a call from the Monges, right? Connor, Kevin, and Karis, right? It's a family of triplets. And so they're all seniors this year, but they were juniors last year. They all wanted to go on this mission trip. And their mom called me and they're like, oh my gosh, how are we going to afford this mission trip with 3 students paying $2,200? And like we went back and forth, gave them ideas, but I mean, they really took initiative, these students. It wasn't anything that I did. Like, these students did a garage sale every weekend. They ended up being the first 3 students to fully fundraise their trip. They did it in like 2 months, which was wild. So, and it was all 3 of them. So yeah, just don't panic. Like, the Lord will provide. Like Matthew 6:33 says, seek first the kingdom of God and everything else will be added unto you. Like, we believe that, we hold that true as a promise. And let me see, is there... Oh, and then juniors, or people who haven't gone before. Raise your hand if you've gone on this trip before. Great. Okay, so if you've gone on this trip before and you raise money, people who have not gone, look around and ask them for their sneaky, I don't know, their sneaky things that they did to raise all the money. Maybe Trav robbed a bank. Maybe Trav is rich. And then, great. Any questions so far? No? Yep. Oh, yes.
You probably have more. Why do I have all the questions?
Yeah, you're good.
You might get to it, but
Yeah.
I was wondering, this letter that you going to talk about this?
Oh, thank you. Oh, look, this is the best. Thank you.
But my question
Yeah.
at a time is, will you email it?
Yes, I will email this. At the end of each meeting, I'll email you guys all the documents so you guys don't have to keep holding these. I don't know. Yeah, we don't like physical things anymore. But yeah, I'll send this to you so you could just easily email it out. But yeah, so I just sent you guys an example of the fundraising letter that you could send out to your friends, family, whatnot, neighbors, and just I don't know, it's just a good template that you can use, or you can now there's ChatGPT, so you could use that and probably make it better. So I don't know. Yeah, and then you had a question.
Yeah, on the original forms that we saw, there was a November 8th meeting. Is that still?
No, so that was a typo, and it's today's date. So sorry.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so it's November 1st, which is today. Thank you for clarifying. Yes. Any other questions? Yes.
Student needs to get an account, for the fundraising and stuff on North Coast. Would it be under the family?
Yes, good question. It would be under the family name. So this is if your student is a minor, it'll be under your family mission trip. So it'll be you'll be able to get access to it too. Yeah. Yeah, they asked me, do you want it to be individualized per student or to the family? And I thought just the money part would be easier for family to look at too. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay, but before we go to the video for you guys to look at what we did last year and see it, Liv this is going to determine your future. So Olivia is not only our worship pastor here, but she handles a lot, like most, 95% of all the logistics for Guatemala. So guys, give it up for Liv.
Hello. Okay, I am going to be giving you guys your travel groups. If you don't know what that is, and if you're listening, I'm going to try to explain this. But these are going to be two leaders or one leader that you will be responsible and you'll be giving your passport to during when we're going to the airport. And then also throughout our meeting, as we get up to the meeting, like the day that we leave for Guatemala, these leaders will be praying for you, checking in on you. Okay, I'm going to say these names.
You need to put that on.
Oh, very good. Can I just hold it? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, sweet. If I don't say your name, just come find me at the end of this meeting and we will get you plugged into a group. Okay, sweet. Our first group, we have Anthony Barroso, Jared Tomasek, those are the two leaders. And we have Kevin Monge, Dawson Spies, how do you say that? Spies, beautiful. And Will Wilson, that is our first group. Our second group will be Jake Remy, that is the leader. And we have Lucky and Adrian. In group 3, we have Marco DiMichelli and Travis Seibert, those are your leaders. And the students are Axel, Charlie Na, and Ethan Bissell. Fourth group, we have David Garcia and Pablo Ramirez, that is your leaders. And we have Connor Monge and Josiah Levy. And then our last boys group, we have Corey Yagi and Micah Easter, those are your leaders. And we have Matthew Mark, Will Sanchez, and Enrique Luna. Beautiful. Okay, now these are the girls groups. For our first group, we have Fabiana Bomino and Komel Slavinsky. Those are your leaders. And we have Kaylin, Dariana, Delaney, Olivia, and Emily Jimenez. Very good. Our next group, we have Hannah Remy and Kelly Day. Those are your leaders. And we have McKenna, Lulu, Alina, Karis, and Abby. Great. Our third group, we have Erica and Cece. Those are your leaders. And we have Kennedy, Emma, Becca, Riley, and Kate Sanchez. And then our last group is Jillian Slavinsky and myself. And we have Emma Elliott, Cora, Lucy, and Emily Johnson. Great. I think that is all. If I did not say your name, come find me and we will get you plugged into a group.
Great. Can you explain work groups?
I would love to. Okay, here are our work groups. When we have VBS, Vacation Bible School, everyone is plugged into a group, so I will kind of explain those, and if you guys could just be thinking about what you might be interested in. Also, these groups, you do not have to be a professional actor, you do not have to be beautiful at doing crafts, as long as you have a willing heart and ready to learn, then that's all you need. Okay, great. We have skits, so during VBS, we kind of explain this. You get to put on a skit for the kids acting out a Bible story. There's like props and everyone's doing something. It's super fun. You can be a narrator, you can be a character, you can be the whale that swallows, all the things. Very fun. Then we have crafts. This corresponds normally with the story that we tell. So you're helping kids. We have kids all the way from like 2 years old to like 13. So with the younger kids, you're helping them glue things on papers, and then maybe with the 13-year-olds, you're just talking, seeing what they're interested in. Then we have a games team. You will be making up games. I think last year we did like red light, green light. We have duck, duck, goose. We did, I think, maybe a relay one year. So your team will be creating games that the kids get to play, and then you get to also play those games. Super fun. Then we have a snacks team. This is a very fun, chill team. I love it because you just get to serve the kids a little snack. Normally, you'll be sitting on the floor, and they'll like just want to sit on your lap, and then they'll be talking to you, and then you can play some games. Sometimes we do red light, green light. We'll do like Simon Says. Super fun. Then we have the worship team. This is really cool because you get the opportunity to serve the congregation of the church there. So you get to do worship, super fun, and then you also get to lead our team and some of like the pastor there and his family. You get to do worship, super fun. Then the last team we have is teaching. So if you want an opportunity to share your testimony in front of our team, and then also the locals there at the church, that is another team you can do. So yeah, if you guys can just be thinking about these teams, maybe praying about where you want to go, and then next meeting you guys will let me know where you want to go. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Very good.
Great. Thanks, Liv. Yes, question.
Do they, you might have said it, do they choose one of those only, or do they choose more than one?
So some of them, you will only be on one, and some you can choose two. So for example, for teaching, you can be on one other team, as well as worship and skits. So those are the three
I see.
where you can potentially do two. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Any other questions? Beautiful.
Great. So you're probably like, oh my gosh, that was a lot of information, and it's just like this amorphous imaginary thing in my mind right now. Well, I would love to show you guys. We had a sweet video made last year to help with the confusion, and so it is really long. I apologize. It's like 9 minutes. So yeah, look at the screen. This is what we did last year. Yee! Warm-ups. I think the ball fry is going to be sweet because it's the first time we're ever doing it.
Be amazing. Get to hang out, meet some really cool people, and just show up the